You can't save someone who doesn't know they're lost. Hello, all you beautiful souls out there in my social media family. How are you doing today? My name's Chris, and I'm here to help you find your happiness. In today's video, we're going to be talking about not being able to save somebody who doesn't know they're lost. And for me, this topic hits home quite a bit. And the reason being is that for me, I'm always the type of person that likes to see the good in other people, regardless of how bad they may be expressing their emotions and their thoughts. And so in the past, I had a very hard time letting go of someone because I felt that, like, if I could just show them what, like, the error of their ways, so to speak, that I would be able to help them move past all of these things that were causing the relationship so much turmoil. And what I realized through time, and after, like, I guess, like, in this past year and a half of doing all my healing, what I've realized is, and I've done a video on this before, I'll put a link up here for you guys so you guys can check it out. It's not our job to fix other people. And that took some time for me to I mean, it resonated with me, but it took some time for me to really grasp that, like, latch onto that and know that was the case, because I always used to feel like I needed to help someone fix themselves. And the problem with that is that it just caused more and more frustration, not only within myself, but within the other person. And so one of the things now, it's even more difficult now that I've gone through my healing, because I have to be very cautious of not to give advice when someone's not asking for it. And so if you're finding yourself in that mode where you're constantly trying to fix somebody else because you could see it, like you could feel it, that they're lost in their emotions and in their head, and that's causing them so much anger and frustration and things like that. But I'm here to tell you that we really can't. And above that, it really isn't our job to fix them. That's their journey, that's their walk, and that's their lessons that they have to learn. And when we are sitting there and we allow other people to continue to cause us more frustration and more anger without removing ourselves from the situation, we're actually robbing that person of the learning experience that they're supposed to learn through their actions, good or bad, okay? And I'm talking here about the bad stuff, okay? So how did I come to realize that I can't fix somebody else? And not only that, but, you know, that if they don't even realize that they're lost, that they can't be saved. Well, through awareness of what I was doing in my past that was causing me pain and suffering, I was able to fix it. Now, if you can understand that if someone's not even aware that they're lost, that what they're saying, what they're thinking, what they're doing is hurting other people, and you have to, and even no matter how many times you keep telling them that they're hurting you, and they keep doing it, they're actually not even aware. They're not conscious enough to realize what they're doing. And when that happens, it is impossible. It is impossible to get through to someone. Because just imagine, okay? Now, let's say you were doing something and you know that it's right, but yet somebody else is telling you that it's wrong, and you're like, hold on a second, but I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not doing anything wrong. So how are you? Okay, that same mental process that you go through, like when you know you're doing something the right way, yet somebody else is telling you that you're doing it wrong, that same mental process is the same thing that other person who's not aware of their actions and conscious enough of what they're thinking, saying, and doing, so when you're trying to get through to someone, it's no different. And so the best thing that you could do and I know this might be tough because it was for me, is to walk away. Your happiness is way more important than somebody else's happiness at your expense. Think about that for a second. I'm gonna repeat that. Your happiness is way more important than somebody else's happiness at your expense. That's not any sort of a life to live, okay? And what you're doing, again, you're robbing that other person of the learning experience of what, the reason that they keep doing it is because you're not removing yourself from the situation. So they think it's okay. And until they're conscious enough, until they're willing to wake up to what they're doing, there's absolutely nothing that you can do. So I'm not trying to say this to you so that you lose hope or faith in that somebody can heal, because they can, but they have to be aware that they're even lost before that healing can start. All right. And so hopefully if you are feeling kind of lost in your healing, I want you to know that if you are feeling if you're in a crappy place, I want you to know that if you're aware of those things that are causing you pain and suffering, you're 90% of the way to fixing the problem, because that awareness is the majority. Without that awareness, you can't fix it. Okay. So again, you can't save somebody who doesn't know they're lost. So if you can find yourself and lead by example, hopefully that will pull that other person out of whatever situation that's causing them not to be conscious of what they're thinking, saying, and doing. All right, everybody, I hope that you found that video helpful. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, and whatever you do, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. It helps me get these videos out to more people, and I don't know, I would just love it if you did. Anyways, aside from that, if you decide not to do those two things, at very minimum, please share this video with somebody who you think might benefit from it, because we never know when the right words from the right person will hit somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. Until next time, I'm sending you all much love. Namaste.